How's it going, everybody? It's me, your boy, Sheepfather here. Welcome back to the Minecraft Guide, episode number 5. You heard it here first. The big news, there's been a birth in our world. We have a brand new sheep. The sheep is... I don't know which one is new, but there's a new sheep. You see, in between episodes, I've been busy. I've been shearing the sheep over and over and over again. We're currently at almost a stack and a half. Almost. We're a little short. Now, today's episode, it's not going as planned. The initial plan for this episode was smashing that like button right now. I meant the initial plan for today's episode was building our starter house. We've been living out under the sky for way too long. We're still homeless, but then I started thinking about the build, and then the blocks that I want to use, and then I realized that I only have like half of the blocks that I want to use. And then I was thinking, well, hey, that's fine. We can get the blocks in the beginning, but then I realized I don't really know where the blocks are. So today, instead of building, we're actually going to explore a little bit. I mean, after all, we've barely seen like any of our world, and we've been here for a minute now. We're actually on day 19, which is kind of crazy. So in today's episode, we'll be talking everything that you need to know for exploration, including some efficient exploration tips. Now, first things first, we need to introduce a brand new workstation. To introduce that workstation, we're going to need some paper. Now, rewind a little bit. Workstation, what is that? I don't think I've said that word in the series quite yet. Well, a workstation is a 1.14 thing. So far, we've actually checked out a few workstations. The stone cutter is a workstation, and the blast furnace is a workstation. The workstation blocks function as blocks that we, the player, can use, like the stone cutter and the blast furnace and this next one that we're going to make, but they also function as blocks that the villagers use. Kind of. They use them for their jobs, at least. But we'll talk a little bit more about villagers later on. The workstation that's the star of the show today is this one right here, the cartography table. The cartography table is the table of maps. If you want to make a map, you're going to want to have this table. But you actually technically, believe it or not, don't need the table. To start off, we're actually going to need to go over to a normal crafting table and get a compass and then some paper. Now, thankfully, I've been keeping up somewhat decently on harvesting the sugarcane. We don't have a lot, but we should have enough for today for one map. Right here is a map. This is our very first map of the world. We'll go ahead and craft it, and then we'll take a look at it. So, the map is beautiful. I actually really like zoomed in maps, but we have a little bit of a problem. This zoomed in map is tiny. Take a look at this. If we move around, that pointer, which is us on the map, is going to move around quite a bit too. That's a good thing if we wanted a zoomed in map, but it's a really bad thing if we want to cover a lot of ground and map all of that ground, which we definitely do. Now, maps on Bedrock Edition and Java Edition are a little bit different. The series is being played on Java Edition, but a lot of the stuff definitely applies to Bedrock Edition. Today, some of the stuff won't. First things first, on Bedrock Edition, you actually don't need a compass to craft a map. On Bedrock, you can put 9 pieces of paper inside of a crafting table and get a map. That map is going to be a blank map, though. If you want a locator map, on Bedrock Edition, you'll need a compass. Also on Bedrock Edition, locator maps can be crafted inside of the cartography table. On Java Edition, basically every map is a locator map. A locator map is the map with that little pointer. Now, the cartography table. This is the UI right here. If we put our current map in the top slot, we're going to see it right there. There are a few things that we can do to this map. First things first, we can expand the map. That's exactly what we're going to use this table for today. If we drop a piece of paper in here, this map is being combined with this paper and being zoomed out. If we grab it, boom, we just zoomed our map out a little bit. But that's not the only thing that we could do here. Pretend this piece of paper right here was a blank second map, a map that we didn't use quite yet. We could put it over here and we would be able to actually duplicate or clone this map right over here. I don't have a blank map or enough stuff to make another map, so you're just going to have to use your imagination. Let's go ahead and zoom the map out again though. Boom. There we go. Now we have that. Now finally, the third thing that you can do with the cartography table on Java Edition involves a glass plane, a clear one. If I put a glass pane right here, I would actually lock this map. The locked map would be output over here, just like always. The locked map will never change again. So if I were to lock this map just like this and then move around, it actually wouldn't fill in. I could move around, but it won't fill in anymore. Locked maps are cool for preserving things like treasure maps that you find in shipwrecks, which, yes, I haven't forgotten about the shipwreck that we found in episode 1. Yeah, episode 1 was crazy, but there we go. We have a fully zoomed out map. You know your map is fully zoomed out once you kind of just look at it and know, or once you get this in here. If we can't zoom the map out anymore, we're done. This is perfect. We're going to want to bring this map with us when we're exploring. But that's not the only thing we're going to want to bring. We're also going to want to bring a lot of food. Here I have 2 stacks and a little bit more of sweet berries. Definitely overkill, but also Definitely more than enough. We're just going to bring it all. We're also going to want to bring our tools because we're looking for some blocks that we're going to have to dig out. And considering the fact that we're going to be bringing blocks home, we're going to want to remove everything that's unnecessary from our inventory. Bed. Always bring a bed when you're exploring. If it turns to nighttime, exploring is going to get a whole lot more difficult. So bed for sure. And finally, and this one is definitely optional, kind of depends on your world, but a boat. Boats are crazy useful when exploring if you come across water. We have already come across water, so we're going to bring a boat. So, let's see. We're currently in this top corner, but I'd like to be all the way in the top corner. Today, we want to explore efficiently. Ah, how nostalgic. The starter field. This is where we started this whole world. Wow, it actually kind of, to me, feels like it's been a long time already, which is like really weird. It's been like a week. Anyways, when exploring, if you're trying to do things efficiently, I recommend picking one direction from your starting point, which could really be anywhere on a map, and going in a straight line. So for us today, we're going to move all the way down this map, or most of the way down the map. Sort of depends on what we see. We will have to make some detours to collect materials, but that's not a problem. Now, what am I looking for today? Well, I'm looking for a handful of things. First off, we definitely want to grab some spruce saplings. I'm going to be using some spruce wood in our starter house build, and to get spruce wood, spruce trees. Easy. Also, sugarcane. More sugarcane is always a good thing. We're not really using the sugarcane in the build, but eventually I would like to enchant because we're level 29. We're almost there. If I want to enchant, I'm going to need a lot more paper. I don't have very much paper. Finally, and this is a big one, we need to find clay. Now, sometimes clay can be a little bit tricky to find. We should be able to look in rivers, though, and find hopefully enough. I don't need a lot of clay. I just need some clay. Now, detour number 1. Spruce Island, right here. Spruce saplings, you're gonna come with me. Spruce tree, I'm very sorry. I hope you forgive me. I'm despawning you. You're going away. This is the first spruce wood of the world. Now, spruce wood is one of my favorite woods in Minecraft. The wood looks so good in so many different build palettes. Now, I have an exciting build palette in mind for this world, but actually, we're not gonna use that palette or that kind of like theme on the first build. The first build is gonna be something probably entirely different. The build theme that I've chosen is currently top secret because I haven't chosen 100%, and I don't want to hype you guys up if I change it. But I want you to do one thing. Go down in the comments and take a guess. What do you think we're going to build like in this world? Is it going to be like a modern build? Is it going to be like a water build? Like, what do you think? What would you like to see? Tell me down below. So, while we wait for these trees to break, to go away, let's check out this river. Do we have any clay over here? Ooh, we do have clay over there. That's exactly what I'm looking for, but a little bit of a problem. I forgot to fix my shovel. It broke last episode when we were looking for the diamonds, which, spoiler alert, went insanely, exceptionally well. I haven't forgot about them, but we don't really need to actually use them quite yet, at least not today. Now, clay. Clay is an interesting resource. You can craft the stuff into bricks, which are definitely divisive. A lot of people hate them, some people love them. I personally like them in some spots, but clay often gets neglected because it's kind of annoying to get. Clay's not very common. Usually to find it, you're going to have to head under a river or under a swamp. Now, when you dig up a single block of clay, you will always get 4 pieces of clay, fortune or not. If you use Silk Touch, you'll get the block itself. That's something that I literally learned last season. I genuinely didn't realize that you just could dig this up and would get 4 every time. So at least there's that, but it's still really rare. Like, way too rare. Alright, now it's becoming nighttime and we wandered a little bit of a ways from Spruce Island. Let's actually head back over here and check out the saplings. Hopefully we have at least like 6. If we had 6, we'd probably be good forever. 4 would be our absolute minimum. If we have to, we can cut down more trees, so not a big deal. But 4 should... Oh, 5, easy. Okay, perfect. We did cut down a handful of trees. That's not really surprising. But actually, that should be good here. We should be good to sleep and then move on. Now, when exploring, when it becomes nighttime, just throw the bed down really quick, sleep right away as soon as possible. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to be. And then, in the daytime, just pick the bed back up. If you're exploring in dangerous areas, maybe that's not the best idea. Could be a little bit bad if you get into a bad situation. But if you're careful, then you're going to be fine. So, we want to get back over onto this map. When we're off of the map, we turn into a square. Now, the plan is to still head south. We need to figure out where this ocean goes. Hopefully, this ocean is a warm ocean somewhere in here, because warm oceans are amazing looking. The watercolor in the warm ocean is hands down the best watercolor in all of Minecraft. In fact, I would literally give up all of this nasty blue stuff right here for just warm ocean color everywhere. Okay, maybe not. That would be kind of boring, like the old oceans. But it would be cool. So let's talk exploration while we sail. There's usually not too much to see out here at the ocean. In my opinion, there are 3 different types of exploration. Exploration type number 1 is what we're doing today. I would call it a gathering exploration trip. A gathering exploration trip is a trip where you're going out to find materials. Usually, if you're going out to find materials, I don't really recommend trying to be so organized or anything like that. Look for what you need and go there. If you're looking for a dark oak forest biome and you see one, or you kind of have an idea as to where one could be, then just go right there. Don't worry about being organized and going in one direction and trying to cleanly fill in a map. It's just a waste of time. If you know what you're looking for, go for it. So the point of a gathering exploration trip, easy. Materials, and hey, look at that. We're definitely going to visit that village. That's the first village of this world, and it's on a warm ocean, I think, or at least lukewarm. Maybe this is lukewarm. Yeah, this is lukewarm, but still, wow. Okay, we're going to come back for that, but we're going to go all the way to the bottom of this map. I want to see where this ocean goes. It seems like it's a gigantic ocean that really goes nowhere, but we'll find out. Anyways, exploration type number 1, gathering, looking for materials. Exploration type number 2, exploration. This type of exploration is literally to just explore. Let's say you have a brand new world like us. You probably want to know what's around you. Maybe you want to find a new spot for a base, or maybe there's just some kind of cool mountain that you wanted to go check out. If any of those are the case, you're just exploring. You're not really looking for anything in specific, you're just looking around. Finally, right here at the edge of this map, the 3rd type of exploration, map making exploration. Maybe you have big plans for a map wall, or you just need a single map and an item frame. But you want that map to be filled in all the way, because otherwise it would look really ugly. If that's the case, you're going to want to start exploring while carrying maps around. That's also what we're doing today. Now, map-making exploration trips are the type of exploration trips where you want to be organized. Do exactly what we're doing here. So we went all the way down to the bottom of this map. We filled everything in. Then we moved over a little bit, and now we're heading back north, and we're going to fill the next row of things in. Now, honestly, filling in maps is a whole lot easier from the sky with an elytra, but right now, we're obviously not at that point, so a boat and on foot is definitely going to have to cut it. When doing a map-making exploration trip, make sure you stop every once in a while and check your map. Make sure you're filling things in, actually, and make sure your map is actually updating. Honestly, when doing one type of exploration, you're probably going to end up doing the other types as well, because exploration is called kind of the same thing. You're looking around for something, but sometimes you actually need to find something. Other times you don't. Also, other times you're carrying a map, sometimes you're not. Yeah, exploration. All right, Taiga Villagerville, how you doing over there? Look at the campfires. The Taiga villages look so good. They're probably the best looking villages in Minecraft. Hopefully we can find a banner in this town to show off what banners can do on maps on Java Edition. If not, hopefully we can at least find a few living villagers, because this place honestly looks like a ghost town, which definitely isn't good. I'd love to see some villagers. Hey, look at that. This is, what do you call it? A grindstone. We're going to take the grindstone. Sorry, villagers. It's mine now. Chest. Ooh, with some, okay. Obsidian. Iron leggings, 3 pairs. A pickaxe, too. Wow. That's a good chest. That's really cool. Yeah, Minecraft villages have loot chests. Not every house, but some houses. It's definitely worth checking out each and every house inside of a village to see what it has. Now, honestly, I love the bed colors in the Taiga village. The purple beds, the blue beds, ooh, those look really good. And now, my gosh, this looks even better. Potatoes. Potatoes are amazing. And pumpkin seeds too. A little bit more berries and a log. Wow. Thank you, villagers that apparently don't even live here. This is amazing. I definitely don't feel bad at all about taking any of this stuff. This is sweet. Now, we're definitely looking for the bell too. I'd love to bring the bell home. That would be, oh, I hear him. I hear him. I hear a villager. Hi, villager. Ooh, okay, wheat. You want to buy wheat or carrots? Nice. I could totally harvest these crops and sell you them right now, but inventory's a little full. Kind of on a mission. You. Hi, eye patch man. How you doing? Sharpness 2 sword. Very cool. Very cool. What I'm looking for is the chest inside of here. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Look at that. 2 iron chest plates, even more bread, but even more importantly, diamond horse armor. We don't have a diamond horse yet. Heck, we don't even have a normal horse, but one day we will. I can feel it. That's going to come with us. Now, the inventory is kind of full here. We're going to need to make some decisions. I'm thinking that the pickaxe is probably a little bit more useful. We'll leave this armor here. Kind of hurts a little bit, but also it doesn't. Our armor's doing good here. You know what? Hold up. We'll trade you. There we go. More villagers. What are you? Okay, you're that one. You are this one. Very cool. There's a child over there. There's a bell right here. Don't worry about this, villagers. We'll talk about villagers a little bit more when we're actually checking them out, by the way. But let's see. Dirt. We don't need that. Bells are not craftable. If you find a bell, just take it. But if you take the bell, you are technically stealing. But also the villagers don't really care. It does kind of mess with the whole raid stuff, though. What do we have? More potatoes and more seeds. I like it. This right here is a fern. We can get that off of the ground with our shears, so not too worried about that one. And then the wood. Definitely want to take the wood. The sign, it'll have to wait here just because I'm out of space. Now, if you're exploring late game, it's definitely a big brain move to make an ender chest and bring it with you, or even shulker boxes if you have access to those. Early game, though, you're going to have to make a lot more decisions. You're going to have to pick and choose what you actually want and what you want to leave behind. Normally, I would love to take these arrows, but I kind of want to keep everything on me. I know I do have 2 sand in my inventory that's kind of taking up space, but I think I'm actually going to try and dig up some sand, so I'm going to just keep the sand on me. Now, let's see. I think we checked out all of these buildings. Definitely, right? Yeah, definitely. Let's keep moving down this way and see what we have. So far, the loot in this town, it's absolutely crazy. This is like some good stuff here. The potatoes are definitely going to be planted ASAP back of the base. Potatoes are like a clutch early game food. We already have the sweet berries, so probably not going to switch over to potatoes, but still. Ooh, tough decision. Sweet berries, you get to stay here. Maps, you come with me. And compasses. Swap the wood. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Good deal. All right, moving into the final 2 buildings. What do we have in here? Anything? Nothing. I think I actually maybe already checked that one. How about this temple? Do we have a brewing stand in here? I have a feeling we do. Yes, I see it right there. Now, usually I would take that brewing stand, but we're kind of full, so the brewing stand is going to stay here. We'll be able to make one easy later on. And also, this looks like the perfect spot to sleep for the night. Alright, so our first Minecraft village cleared. Unfortunately, I didn't see any banners in this town though. We'll have to just kind of remember where it's at and come back later and mark it. Ideally, I'd like to have everything of interest marked on my maps in this world. Now, we explore. We're going to sail back north, and actually, coincidentally, we're going to kind of be in line with our base. So, the plan, stop at the base, clear out the inventory so I can carry more things, and then continue exploring a little bit more. Big exploration tip. When exploring, put the map in your offhand. Even if you can't see it, like while you're sailing, that map should be updating. But, just to be safe, I like to stop every once in a while and check it. Well, home sweet home, at least for now. This biome is amazing. Look at the mountains in here. They are so cool. Now, I think our base is right over there. I think I saw the fences, so we're going to want to move over this way. Exactly, just like I thought. Right here, back home. Now, we need to drop all of this stuff off and then get back out in the ocean. How much more clay am I going to need? Let's see. We're probably going to need at least double that, just to be safe. So I'm going to need to look for a lot of clay. Honestly, though, because that chest is so crowded, I'm thinking we'll just make one more chest. This will be the final chest out here, I promise, maybe, but one more chest. We'll put it right there for now. That's perfect. Alright, so this time I think I want to switch it up a little bit. Instead of going south, which we already did, I want to go over this way and see what's over that way on the map. I think there's a little bit more land over this way, so hopefully a little bit more things to actually check out. I remember on episode 1 when we moved over this way, there was a gigantic birch forest, which looked pretty boring. And hopefully there's a little bit more than just a gigantic birch forest over here. The birch forest, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, at least there's like clay over here. That's gonna be good. And sand. I need to remember sand too. I want to get at least another stack of this stuff. Now, honestly, when filling in a map, you don't need to necessarily go like right along the edges or in straight lines. You could just go crazy and random and fill it in however you want. But if you do things that way, it'll be a whole lot more likely that you'll have to end up backtracking across things that you've already filled in, things that you've already seen. Traveling in a clean, organized, predictable way helps to make sure that you don't waste your time traveling across things that you've already seen. Sheep. Aha, that's another thing that I like to do when exploring. Take all of the wool from all of the sheep. They don't need it out here. I need it more back over at the base. And, look at that. Off on the horizon, a swamp biome, which actually has vines, which is huge. I kind of forgot about vines. I didn't really need them, but having them would be gigantic, to say the least. So, vines, here I come. Sweet, sweet vines. Mossy cobblestone, mossy stone bricks. Wow, the visions have already started. This is amazing. This is amazing. Hey, look at that, over to the north. Oh, there's a savanna over there with the acacia wood. Wow, that's sweet. Okay, nice. I'm not really worried about savanna wood today, though, so don't know if I'm going to go over there. But wow, okay, we have a savanna right near here, too. That's awesome. This seed is so sweet. And swamp, here I am. And squid. You know what? We might as well take out some squid, too. Dyed glass, it's always a good thing. And black stained glass, that's my favorite. Vines. Hi, Vines. How you doing? It's been so long. Oh my gosh, look at this. Vines. Who would have thought we would have vines? That is crazy. Wow, amazing. And grass, useless. Don't want you. Wow, I could stay here all day and harvest vines. I really could, but I probably shouldn't. That would be a big waste of time. So I'm just gonna take some vines and then maybe plant some temporarily on like a wall back at the base. I think that'll probably be a better move because I want to keep exploring. Oh, no way, a ruined portal. Oh, this is sweet. This is awesome with the crying obsidian. Wow, I should have made that diamond pick now. What do we have? Ooh, some gold armor. Absolute garbage, but we'll take it. We'll need it when we go to the nether. And golden carrots too. That is awesome. What a crazy find. This is cool. Okay, and it's like right at 1,000 too. That's actually kind of crazy. Wow, awesome. That's really cool. I definitely don't have enough wool for a banner. That's okay. Now, these swamp flowers are some of my favorite flowers in the game. We have too many flowers already, so I'm not going to take them, but they are really, really nice looking. I love those flowers. And hey, would you look at that? It's something that I haven't seen. An ocean. That's crazy. Oh wait, that's right. I've traveled across an ocean in the whole first part of the video. That's right. Alright, I pulled up on the edge of the map right here, which means it's time to turn south and head back home. Unfortunately, all of this over here is just ocean as well. I have a feeling that when we move to our long-term base, we might need to move in the nether. That might be a little bit more efficient. What I'm seeing so far is nice, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. But now it's time to get back home. Oh, would you take a look at what I found right over there? Dark oak forest. I like it. And look at how close it is back to our base. We're like pretty close now, which is like crazy. Super excited about that one. Kind of can't decide if I'm going to stop and get the saplings and the wood from there today. I don't really need it anytime soon. But maybe I should just get it. Maybe I should just stop. Oh yeah, dark oak wood. I like dark oak wood a little bit. It's useful sometimes. We're back. I made it back over to the base now. Here's what I have from the second exploration trip. I way more than doubled the clay. Check this out. We have so much clay. This should be way more than enough for the next episode, which is sweet. I got some dark oak saplings, which is pretty cool. There's the stuff from that ruined portal right there, and then a few other random things. Now the vines. I definitely want to get to use these things, but I don't really have a good spot to plant them. So for now, I'm going to go ahead and plant them right there. We'll let them grow down this hill, and then I can harvest them whenever I need to. It's not going to be the best, but it's gonna work for now. But now I think it's time for the comment of the day. Today's comment of the day is from Shuzo. Since you talked about how to not get burnt out today, my question is, how do you get back into playing? Like, after you're already burnt out. That one is a whole lot more difficult. See, there were times in the past where that was actually my problem. So I've played Minecraft on and off since like 2011. There were definitely times in there where I just couldn't play the game at all. I ended up getting burnt out, just tired of the game. For me, fixing that problem actually kind of came unintentionally. Basically, I would just give the game a break, like not play it for a while, and then one day, I would get the urge to play it again. I would dive into a world, go somewhere completely new, and start building. If you're already burnt out on Minecraft, the best thing that you can do to get back into it is just take a break. Don't force yourself. Don't try and play the game. Just wait a little while. Try it out once in a while maybe. If you're into it, keep playing it. If you're not feeling it, then don't push it. Thank you very much for the comment, and thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't yet, hit that like button and subscribe. Don't forget about the notification bell. Today, big shout out to my patron, Lord Zenera. If you're looking for some elite tier merch, it's right down below the video. As always, you should definitely check it out. Until next time, stay fresh. It's been me, your boy Waddles. Goodbye, everybody.